Well, finally made it out here in the mountains for early archery season for deer. We're going to park here. We're going to walk up this road. So this road comes all the way up to here and it's gated off. You can only walk in, or if you're on a horseback you can get in through there. But this goes up on top of a ridge. We're going to get up above. We saw the does down lower, so we're going to try and get above the does. Hopefully the bucks are up above them and the bush is feeding. So we're going to get up there and look. It is later in the day, so we'll see how much time we have. Maybe if we catch one early, we'll make a stalk on them, but if not, we just want to find some deer tonight so I can have a good hunt in the morning. But it's looking pretty good. It's getting a little colder in the nights, so that's good. It was a full moon the other night, which kind of sucks. Normally they'll move more in the evenings and at night rather than in the day. But we'll get up here and look and see. There's deer tracks here. It looks like does, but we'll see if we can find some bucks today. Shoot, guys, that was a crazy day. Man, my camera died, but I was sitting there at the bottom of that canyon and waiting for those deer to come down. The lead doe and some other does and some fawns came right at me. They were about 10 feet on the other side of the bush, and I couldn't move, couldn't go anywhere. The wind was swirling. I mean, I sprayed the heck out of me with scent killer, so I don't think they smelled me, but they saw me move through the bush, and the lead doe got kind of scared, and I was like, shoot, she's gonna bust the whole canyon. But instead she walked around me and went down to the field, and then I don't know how, but the 3-point and all of his does snuck around me. I don't know how they did that. Somehow they got around me, went right underneath me into the field. And then I was sitting there waiting, because there's the other 3-point in that canyon. I was waiting for him to come out, and this big 4-point and a 2-point came off the top of the ridge coming straight down to me, and that's when my camera died. I was trying to get a shot of them when it died, but they were coming straight down. And so I hurried up, moved myself into position, and it was weird. They were just pinning down, coming straight towards me, not stopping. And then all of a sudden they stopped. I knew they didn't see me because I was glassing them through a bush, making sure, and the wind, I had the wind in my favor, everything was perfect, and they just stopped. They just stopped, and they kept staring right at me, and I was like, there's no way they see me. And about 10 minutes later, a 2-point pops up in front of me. He was just over the little ridge, not even a ridge, little point, and he popped up 30 yards away from me. So, and I wasn't expecting him to pop up. He looks at me, and then he busts me, runs off, and then that big 4-point didn't want to come down anymore. So I took the deer decoy that I have on the front of my bow, and I was like, well, let's see how good it is. And I got up, he was at 400 yards when I first started walking, I got up to 60 yards, and they were a little confused at what it was, and they were kind of scared. So I would get to 100 yards away, and then they would walk 20, 30 yards, stop and look back, and then I'd get a little closer, and then they'd just keep doing that. And then finally a doe came up over the ridge behind them, and that caught their attention, so I sneaked into 60 yards. Right when I drew back on the big 4-point, right when I locked, he looked over and started walking. Not scared, just started walking and didn't stop. And then I didn't get any closer from there, but it was pretty cool. Those decoys on the bows work. I mean, there's no way I could have walked up to 60 yards on them in the open sagebrush, so that was pretty cool. But today was my last day at the early archery, which kind of sucks. So I spent the whole day up on the mountain, but regular rifle season opens in this area, so I'll be able to come back and take another shot at that 4-point with a rifle in a couple weeks. Ugh. Man, my allergies are killing me, but I'm gonna go home and sleep, go put the bow away, get the rifle out, and start sighting that in. Gotta get that thing sighted in. So it was a super fun day. There was a lot of deer, and it was fun. Almost got one, almost got a shot off, but we'll see how we do in rifle.